Did you know the best way to have real coffee that helps your liver? Do you know this? So if you're a coffee fiend, if you really like a kick of caffeine, and if you'd like your caffeine kick to actually go directly to the liver and help support the liver in stimulating it in a way that helps to open up your detox pathways, which basically means better at flushing out all the shit, coping with the shit and flushing out all the shit. You need a little kick of caffeine, but you don't want caffeine that's been digested by the belly. You need caffeine that's not gone into the belly. You need like an injection of caffeine. Well, you don't need to do it through your skin. You can do it through your sphincter. You can stick a little plastic tube up your bum, which is 1,000,000 times preferable than anything metal going into the skin. You can stick a little plastic tube up your bum and have a litre of warm coffee. It's not any old coffee. Don't be going for full roast espresso or none of that malarkey. You need a very light roast, very specific type of coffee. You brew it, you fill your bag, and the bag's then got a tail coming out of the bottom with a little tap on the end, and then a long tube. And you put the tube up your bum and you open the tap. Make sure you're lying on the floor because it'll just run straight down your leg otherwise. You lie on the floor, or there's special beds that you can use. And you lie down and you just put the little tube in your bum, which is not quite as uncomfortable as it feels, as it sounds. It doesn't feel as bad as it sounds. And when I first imagined doing it, I didn't like the way I thought it was going to go in my head. And then when I actually did it, I was like, is that it? Really? I made a fucking mountain out of a molehill with that one. But then the coffee goes into the big tube, the colon, the bowel area. And the big tube's like an upside down U. And it goes into that big tube. And so you can leave it in as long as you can, like it's comfy. Sometimes it just wants to come straight out. That's okay, let it out. Don't be trying to hold it and stress yourself out. You do it so that it's easy to hold, it's easy to contain. There's certain yoga practices that I teach that make having any kind of enema or colonic, they turn it into a really lovely experience with your own body. It's like having like a massage sort of an experience. So an enema can really be that fulfilling, that satisfying, that nurturing for your being. Anyway, you put the coffee in your bum, and what happens is it goes into the tube, and that long tube is really good at drawing out all the last bits of goodness. So you think about all the waste that's come out of your belly, and it goes into that tube. And in that tube, what our bodies generally do is they draw out water and vitamins. There are certain vitamins that are only kind of ready to be sucked out of the stuff that we've eaten. And then everything that's left, you take as much water out as you can, which is why it gets constipated when it's in there for too long. Because the poor body goes, I'm supposed to be taking the water out of here. And then you've got this cement lump in the middle of your fucking colon because you're constipated. Because you can't tell you can't tell your Auntie Doris that she's actually a narcissist, even though the whole family knows it and calls it her behind her back. If you said it to her face, you'd create such a rupture in the family that you'd never be forgiven. So you hold on to it. So Auntie Doris, being a narcissist, ends up as a lump of fucking concrete in the middle of your bowel. Anyway, I digress.